Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another day on the house build, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're leaving the inside, we're going to the outside. So Dara has plans that we're going to have all our outdoor setting and stuff set up for Christmas to be able to host Christmas here at the house. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to go outside and do a bit of cleanup, and then we're going to start marking out where the pool's going to go, because the pool is going to be intermeshed with the decking. So we need to put the pool in first, so when the decking goes down we can kind of mold it around the pool, get that all set right, then be able to get fences and everything up on top of the decking. Fingers crossed it all comes together pretty easily. I'm going to give it a crack on my own. If we start getting in too much strife, we're going to call in professional help, but we're going to see how we go. So in saying that, let's go clean up the area we need to start marking out, get some marking out done, and go from there. Okay guys, so there you go. We've just gone ahead and marked out the site, and as you can see, it's not an excessively huge pool. So we've just gone ahead and to the diagrams in the manual here. So we're putting the 6.1 meter pool in. So we've marked it all out, which is all there. Got to take into consideration an extra meter per side, so we've got to have a meter clearance from that fence line anyway. And then we'll have a meter over this side that's going to be out just for the footings that go in to hold the walls up in place. So we've got to dig them down as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go get the laser level. So what we want is we want from the floor inside of the slab there to come out level with the decking. And the decking's going to run across here, and then the pool is going to be sunk into the ground to the same level as decking, so it's like an in-ground pool technically into the deck. So it's all got to be level with the decking. And then that way when we do our pool fence and stuff, that's all going to be sitting up on the decking. So we'll have our entertainment area, pool, and it should look pretty sweet. So in saying that, we're going to go ahead, get our level. We're going to get a post hole digger, and we're going to sink it down, try and work the level off of the flooring to the dirt. Once we get one or two post hole digs in the right kind of level, we should be right just to mulch the whole lot up with the post hole digger. Then it's shovels and wheelbarrows taking it all out, so it's gonna be a fun job. But in saying that, let's go get into it and get it done. moment she's been waiting for. Go on then, pull it out. Big yank. Pull. Oh, good job. Guys, so we're slowly getting there. We've just dug our trenches for our legs to go in. We got one over here, we got one here. Now what I just worked out, I just measured, so we needed a metre from the fence to the end of the pool, so somehow we've creeped back. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our markers over 200mm each one, and then what we're going to do is we're going to still dig a little bit more out on the wall so we get some clearance on the posts and stuff like that. So fingers crossed, us taking this, we'll reset everything and we should be pretty well clear. So we should have clearance on this side straight away. So it's pretty much just going to be around the radius and around that wall there and a bit more of this radius here. Take out. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, set up the laser level, set that up so we can see the depth, make sure the depth's sitting all right. So in saying that, one more of these footings to dig, then we're going to move these points, then we'll get back to digging. So we've been away for a couple of weeks, went away on a bit of a holiday. So now we're back. As you've seen, we've got our hole dug. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our laser level, get in there, clean up any loose stuff. If we need to take it down a little bit lower, take it down lower. But hopefully we're pretty close to the mark. Then we'll be able to start setting up our framework and stuff inside the hole. Get the body built up. Then we'll have to go grab some sand, fill it up with some sand, spread it all nice and evenly. Then we can chuck the liner in, start putting some water in. So in saying that, let's get to work, try and get the most out of this day. Okay, so we've just gone and laid the pool cover down, and you can see there's a huge difference in size here. So in the manual there's 2 pools, and we bought this pool quite a few years ago because we were going to set it up on a different property, but when we bought the house we decided we were going to set it up here. Now I was pretty sure we bought the larger of the 2. It seems to me like we bought the smaller of the 2. But here's what it is. We've got the pool, so we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. We'll get it in. It just means we're going to have some more decking around the outside to sort out. No dramas. It's only for the kids mainly. Keep them cool for the summer. So we're going to go get the bottom rails, start installing. Hopefully I don't have to dig any more of the side rails out now. Might come in right in the middle, you watch. Might have to move it up or down a bit. We'll see how we go. So I thought I'd better chuck this shot in because I'd be questioning that too. How I got the size of the pool so wrong. So we bought this pool about 9 years ago, like I said previously, and it was stored on our other property in a shed with no concrete floor on a pallet. And when we went to pick it up, this is the boxes from the inside. So as you can see, inside box, the outside box itself was absolutely chewed out by white ants. So the outside box probably did have the size of it. I didn't have the size of it. In the manual I had 2 sizes. I was 100% sure that we bought the bigger one of the 2. Obviously I was 100% wrong. Is what it is. Just had a little bit more digging. Now I've got a little bit more backfilling. Alright guys, so far so good. So as you've seen, we had Dad come around to give me a hand. We drained the first attempt because I really wasn't happy with it. As you can see, we've lifted it a lot higher on the wall this time round. So the top of the pattern's at the top of the pool now. It's probably one of the hardest things with the pattern. Just got to get the liner all in the right place. Got the floor pretty well wrinkle free. So at this point all I can see is one wrinkle just down in that corner there. But I'm hoping as the air comes out from behind there, that's going to pull out and it should look sweet. The other side's had a lot bigger one, and that's mainly pulled out. There's still a little bit of it there over there, but nothing too bad. Looking pretty good. Now the other thing you've seen I did was I just welded some nuts on the inside of these. Originally you had to hold the nuts, the washers and everything on the bottom of it while you done it up. Now one thing I did notice is once I fill the ground in here, the hole, well, we can't flex this leg out anymore. So what I've done is I've made it so that the nuts are on the bottom of here. So if we do ever need to change a line or anything, it's just a matter of undo these 3 bolts under here, and then that can pop up and off, and we can remove the clipping around the outside, do what we need to do, put it all back on, and same deal, do them all back up. Where if we were doing it before, holding the nuts and stuff, we could get to the front 2, but the 2 back ones are behind. So I thought it's going to make life easier in the long run. So we've done that to every single one of them. Now we're just in the process of putting water in it. We keep an eye on this wrinkle. And once we've done that, we can go ahead and put the rest of the cappings on. And we're pretty well on our way to finish. So we've still got the skimmer box and the jet to cut into the liner. But what we're going to do is just wait for the water level to come up a bit more, push all the liner up against the wall, and once that's a bit closer, then we'll make the cut there and put everything in place. So for now, we're just going to continue on getting the water in here, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so super cool, we now have a pool. Not quite as big as the one we thought we were going to be putting in there, but good enough to keep the kids cool through the summer, all the same, which is what we wanted. As you've seen, we've got the pool pump all hooked up now. We've only hooked it up with temporary piping for the time being. We were going to put some hard pipe to it, but we decided we'd wait, because once the decking goes up, we're probably going to move the pump from there and put it outside of where the decking's sitting, so it's easy accessible. And then the other thing you watched us do was we went around, backfilled the pool around the sides. We put plastic up against the wall to try and protect it from corrosion there. So we backfilled it all, compacted it all down, just stomping it down. So once the weather gets to that, that should take care of that, no dramas at all. So super cool. As you've seen, we had to actually put a fence line up because obviously legalities. We needed a fence, so we've just put a temporary fence up for now until we get the decking in place, and then we can reset the fence line up above. And I don't believe we'll be using this fence line. We're going to be getting something a little bit different, what Dara's got in place. So then the next video, what we plan to do is start building our decking out, which is going to come from the lounge room floor all the way out and around the pool, which will be super cool because I'm sick and tired of dirt getting through the house. It gets onto the kids' shoes and stuff and they bring it in. Mine too, I'm guilty. But it goes through the house and we're constantly vacuuming dirt out of the house. So it'll be super cool to actually have something out here that's not dirt. Really cool. But we're going to call that a wrap for this video. We hope you've enjoyed watching us put the pool in place, getting everything in there. If you have, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, give us a like. We thank you for your time. We hope to see you come back. As for now, stay safe, stay true, and we'll catch you next time.